everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here with me today. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel, and if you are not here, then welcome back. I am so happy to have you here with me again. So today I am going to be talking to you all about how to negotiate on salary. So asking for a pay rise in employment or at the point you are receiving a job offer is something that lots of us find very uncomfortable. And to be honest, it is a bit nerve-wracking trying to juggle the balance between your future earning potential and the opportunities that you have whilst not sabotaging. So asking for a pay rise in employment or at the point you're receiving a job offer can be something that lots of people find very uncomfortable. It is really hard to find the balance between maximizing your future earning potential and the opportunities that come with it, whilst also not sabotaging the wonderful opportunity that you have in front of you. So the first thing that you need to know when you are even thinking about negotiating on salary is that hiring has now reached and is at the point of exceeding pre-pandemic numbers. On top of that, we are now seeing a shortage of skilled professionals, which due to supply and demand is driving up the competition for top talent and also driving up salaries. What this means for you is that if you are not negotiating on salary, then you could be leaving money on the table. So here are my top tips to negotiate a salary that can help you to tactfully but also confidently ask for what you want, but most importantly, ask for what you deserve. So my first top tip is to become familiar with your industry standards and the industry benchmarks. So you need to enter salary negotiations as informed as possible. Information really is your strongest ally. So to get a current and realistic view of what the landscape looks like for your specific industry, you can consult lots of the online salary guides that use real-world data specific to your industry and compile all of it in one place. You'll find the going rate for your position and experience level, whilst also being able to pinpoint to a geographical location. Using the same platforms, you can also pay attention to the hottest jobs and the most in-demand skills that employers in your industry are looking for. This means that you can respond more confidently if you are in the running for one of those hot jobs. That employer might actually be having a tough time finding somebody of your skill set and your experience. That opens the door for you to negotiate higher pay. Next up on my list of tips, I have got to build a strong case. Once you receive a salary offer, don't just counteract it with another number. Even if your research supports it, you will be more successful if you can explain why you deserve more. Highlight your strengths, detailing all of the extras that employer would be able to receive from you, and don't be afraid to lay out your track record and your skill set. Before you actually negotiate, list out some concrete examples of how your skills and experience will benefit your new company's bottom line. Possessing certifications or specialized technical skills are a great example of being able to justify your ability to do that job better than anybody else. By tying your strengths to the role that you'll be taking on, you will make a solid case for why you should be paid more than the initial offer on the table. My third tip is to factor in additional perks and benefits. Salary negotiations often zoom out to include wider benefits and perks of employment. For the employer, it may actually be less costly than giving you a bump in salary, and they could agree to give you extra annual leave, flexible hours, or a hybrid or work from home working arrangement. So before you go into these conversations, it's important to consider what's really important to you and what would make an offer from a potential employer more attractive. Again, if you are considering multiple offers, remember to directly compare things like private medical insurance, pension plans, and other benefits to make sure that you really are making an informed decision. Also, don't forget to factor in more intangible benefits like professional development opportunities and future career development with that employer. My next tip is to practice your delivery. This might sound a little bit like overkill, but it's a really good idea to ask a friend or mentor to practice this conversation with you. Your ideal practicing partner is somebody from the corporate world, a business savvy person who can coach you and guide you through that conversation without the nerves of it being the real thing. They might also be able to push back and help you to prepare for any unexpected questions. Running through your delivery several times can make you feel more sure of yourself heading into the real thing. Okay, my fifth tip for for you is to actually know when to wrap it up. A reasonable employer will not withdraw an application or an offer just because you try to negotiate. But dragging out the salary negotiation could frustrate the hiring manager and actually set the relationship off on a pretty sour note. If the company can't meet your requirements after a couple of conversations, respectfully, it might be time to withdraw and focus on opportunities that actually can meet your expectations and your worth. Okay, so my next top tip is to get everything in writing. So once you and the hiring manager have agreed and settled on a lovely compensation package, get everything in writing. As well as the salary amount, it should include anything in addition that you have discussed during that process. Also, don't forget to get a job description and a list of responsibilities for your new role. You're going to want to ensure that that document is signed by both the employer and you. Some companies might provide this automatically, but it's important to ask for it if you haven't received it. So my final top tip number 7, is to stay positive. Don't forget that most managers or hiring managers don't love negotiating either. Your future employer is not your enemy, so keeping your tone really positive whilst negotiating will really help you to more effectively manage and navigate these conversations. To summarize, if you would like to get a better salary or negotiate on your current salary, you have to ask for it. Job seekers too often accept the first number on the table. Whether the economy is strong or uncertain, don't forget that hiring managers are always looking to bring the best talent into the business at any time. Your keys to success are homework, tact, and confidence. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today as we talk all about the power of negotiation. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you can get notification every time I release a juicy video like this one. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you again very soon.